The Microbiology Society, we try to support all members of the society and help them fulfill their ambitions and develop their careers. I mean, this helps in general because we're helping develop future leaders and allows microbiologists in particular to advance their work by addressing varied levels of challenges. And these can vary from urgent problems demanding immediate solutions, such as how to work through a pandemic, through to much longer term issues. Our members are at the heart of everything we do at the Microbiology Society. And we know from feedback that some of our members face real barriers in career progression, and that can be for a variety of reasons. And that's why we've decided to fundraise for this new grant, which will hopefully give them access to support and help them unlock their potential. And there are many different sorts of barriers that can hold us back. Even knowing which career step to take can be difficult to navigate. We can all suffer from imposter syndrome and lack of confidence. We can face a deep-rooted and fundamental problem like discrimination. We may need support to overcome a change in circumstances, or we may just need someone to point us in the right direction. So support can take all sorts of forms. It could be a career coach, a resilience expert, or a mentor, or it could be a career development package. Whatever form it takes, it will be tailored to the recipient and unique to their needs. This level of bespoke support will help not only sustain microbiology, but develop future leaders who one day might turn out to have the solution to global challenges. So to do this, we really need help of our community. We want to launch a new Unlocking Potential grant to allow members to access the support to provide a clear path to career progression. To raise funds to allow us to open this important new grant, we started a fundraising campaign, and it's only with your support that we'll be able to provide these much needed solutions. So to illustrate why the Society is doing this, I'm just going to give you a sort of short personal story. And this is about a small travel grant that really changed the course of my career. And without it, I doubt whether I would be where I am today. When I first started as a postdoc looking at bacterial motility and behaviour, I was working on a bacterium called Rhodobacter sphaeroides, a small bacterium that is used primarily for photosynthesis research. But I wanted to look at motility and I wanted to look at taxis. I looked at it down the microscope, and the way it behaved was completely different to the way that E. coli swam. But back then, back in the midst of time, there were only sort of what we would now see as primitive microscopes. I could see these small dots moving about, and they looked as though they were stopping and starting. I knew from microscopy, electron microscopy images, that it only had one flagellum, but that flagellum didn't appear to be polar. But there was nothing you could do. You couldn't see the flagellum on a actually actively swimming bacterium back in the 1980s. And there was one microscope in the world that allowed you to see with great difficulty a functioning flagellum on a bacterium. And I had no idea how I could get to use this microscope. The person who had the microscope didn't want to look at these bacteria, but said that if I could get over there, then I was free to use it. I went to a charity, and that charity gave me travel and subsistence for just 3 weeks to go to this lab and use this microscope. And there I discovered that Rhodobacter had the first ever described stop-start flagella motor. It only rotated in one direction, and its flagella filament changed amplitude. Now, that might seem like a small thing to do, but suddenly I said there was a way of swimming that was different to E. coli. And that was the kickstart of my career. And I actually had the evidence to show that Rhodobacter swam differently to E. coli. And on the basis of that, I am here today. Somebody's career can be changed by just giving a few £100. And that's where these grants will come in. So I hope you'll support this new initiative from the Microbiology Society. Thank you.